In the quiet corners of life, nestled between the mundane and the extraordinary, lie moments that shimmer with joy. They are the small, seemingly inconsequential fragments of our days that, when woven together, create a tapestry rich with meaning. These moments often go unnoticed, yet they possess a unique power to uplift our spirits and remind us of the beauty and simplicity. Take, for instance, the ritual of a morning cup of coffee. For some, it is merely a caffeine fix, a necessary step in the daily grind. But for others, it transforms into a sacred moment. Picture a woman named Clara, who wakes each day before dawn. The world outside her window is still cloaked in darkness, and the air is crisp with the remnants of night. She tiptoes into her kitchen, the familiar creak of the floorboards a comforting sound. As she measures out the coffee grounds, the rich, earthy aroma begins to fill the space, wrapping around her like a warm embrace. Clara takes a moment to pause, to breathe in the scent that promises warmth and alertness. She prepares her favorite mug, a chipped ceramic piece adorned with delicate flowers, a gift from her grandmother. Each time she cradles it in her hands, memories rush back. Of summer afternoons spent in her grandmother's garden, of laughter shared over cups of tea, of stories that danced between them like fireflies in the twilight. In this small act of brewing coffee, Clara finds a connection to her past, a reminder that joy often blooms in the simplest of rituals. Then there are the moments of connection with others, the fleeting exchanges that can brighten a day. Consider the encounters on a bustling city street. A young man named Leo, headphones in place, walks briskly to work, lost in the rhythm of his playlist. Suddenly, he notices an elderly man sitting on a bench, feeding pigeons. The man's face is etched with lines of wisdom, and his eyes twinkle with a mischievous spark. Curiosity piqued, Leo slows his pace and watches as the man throws crumbs to the birds, who flutter and squawk in delight. The man catches Leo's gaze and offers a warm smile, an invitation to share in his joy. Leo, momentarily forgetting his hurried agenda, approaches. They strike up a conversation about the birds, the changing seasons, and the simple pleasure of watching life unfold. In that brief exchange, Leo feels a shift within himself. The weight of his worries lightens, replaced by the infectious joy of the elderly man's laughter and the warmth of shared humanity. They part ways, but not before the man imparts a piece of wisdom. Sometimes, it's the little things that remind us we're all connected. Leo carries that sentiment with him, a small treasure that brightens his day. Storytelling, too, plays a pivotal role in illuminating these small moments. It is through stories that we find resonance in our experiences, and that we can share the joy of the ordinary with others. In a small town, a group of friends gathers at their favorite diner every Friday night. They share meals, laughter, and stories that weave their lives together. One evening, as they sit around a table, the conversation turns to childhood memories. Sarah, the quiet one in the group, begins to share a story from her past. She recalls a summer spent at her aunt's farm, where she learned to ride a horse for the first time. With vivid detail, she describes the feel of the horse's warm coat beneath her hands, the thrill of the wind in her hair, and the laughter of her cousins echoing in the fields. As Sarah recounts her adventure, her friends lean in, captivated by the imagery. They can almost feel the sun on their own skin, hear the distant call of the birds, and share in the exhilaration of that first ride. In that moment, they are not just listening, they are transported, experiencing the joy of Sarah's memory alongside her. When she finishes, the table erupts in applause, and Sarah's cheeks flush with happiness. She realizes that her story has not only brought her joy, but has also created a shared moment of connection among her friends. They begin to share their own tales of childhood adventures, each story building upon the last, creating a cascade of laughter and nostalgia that fills the diner with warmth. These small moments, whether experienced alone or shared with others, remind us of the richness of life. They invite us to pause, to reflect, and to appreciate the beauty that surrounds us. A child's laughter echoing in the park, the sound of rain tapping against the window, the warmth of a hug from a loved one. Each moment holds the potential for joy, if only we take the time to notice. As the sun sets on another day, Clara, Leo, and Sarah find themselves reflecting on their experiences. Clara sips her evening tea, savoring the taste that lingers on her tongue. Leo walks home, the city lights twinkling like stars, and Sarah smiles as she remembers the laughter shared at the diner. They all come to understand that life is composed of these small moments, and it is within them that joy resides. In the end, it is the power of storytelling that binds these experiences together, transforming the mundane into the memorable. It allows us to connect with one another, to share our joys and sorrows, and to find solace in the knowledge that we are not alone. Every small moment holds the potential for a story, and every story has the ability to bring us closer, reminding us that the greatest joys often lie in the simplest of experiences.